what is Zeddy?
Is it like the kind of like rap lingo, like Zeddy will buy things for you? What's up?
And welcome to our coffee shop. I'm your host, Leon. Welcome to another episode of the KopiBros show presented by the Chit Podcast Network. And for those of you that are tuning in via YouTube, any sort of podcasting platform, hi again. Thanks so much for giving us a try, for giving us a listen. We're just a Singaporean duo that want to talk about Gen Z. You need one more line. It's not appropriate. Yeah, okay. But speaking of people that are not from Gen Z, you and I are the same actually, Millennials, but Gen Y.
Yeah, Gen Y.
Yeah. I'm once again joined by my KopiBros, Jin Yong. Jin Yong, how are you doing, man?
Aside from lack of sleep, I'm actually doing fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Why do you have a lack of sleep?
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just sleeping later and waking up at the same time these few days. No, I'm not because I'm excited for elections. But I mean, before we go on to elections, today I watched a TikTok video that says that there's this new kind of makeup called that makes you look more tired. It means they draw like seriously like brown eye bags around your eyes. So I look at it, I'm like, oh, so I'm like in trend now, like, you know. Sometimes like for me, right, I follow trends if let's say I find it a bit interesting or sort of like there's a nice message behind it. So let's say like the ice bucket challenge, I find it a bit stupid, but of course let's say it's for ALS, I think it's a good cause.
Yeah, ALS, correct.
I sort of think that, okay, this one still can understand. But sometimes some trends are just like, wow, I don't get it, man. Like the water bottle flip one, I'm like, ooh, how did that like get viral? I'm like, it's just a water bottle flip. Like, yeah.
I mean, speaking of things that have gone viral, right? I don't know about you, but there's been a lot of like election videos that have been coming up on like TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. We are good citizens. I'm assuming that you're going to go and vote.
I have to.
For the president.
I cannot say no.
You cannot say no.
Yeah.
Why you cannot say no? Technically you cannot. But,
I think the only way you can don't vote is if you're overseas at the time, right? Like I have a friend that booked her overseas trip before the elections were announced. So she sort of is exempted lah. Yeah, because she's not in Singapore during this period of time. Because of the nature of my work, I do translation for news every morning. So I got follow a bit lah, in the sense that sometimes, let's say they go on presidential the kind of debates, so they will sort of like, then they'll get experts to review this kind of thing, then they'll like sort of cover what they talk about, this kind of thing.
Are you leaning to anybody?
I think there's a very obvious choice that everybody will say that is coming out from this race lah. Then the rest are just, how do you say if I can use a metaphor to say this, right, it's like a marathon but the person that is the main favourites, right, he don't even need to run too hard because the rest will suddenly shoot himself in the foot, or let's say like trip on the stone, this kind of thing. And then, he just run at normal pace, he can go to the finish line already.
Yeah. Or like he gonna take the water, then all of a sudden, I missed the water.
No more water for you already. He took the last cup.
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing, right? Do you think that if I go earlier, it'll be more crowded?
I really think it depends on the area. Like my area, Bedok, right? I really think if you go early, right, all the ama api will be there before you. Yeah, because Bedok is an area with a lot of seniors. But let's say, you're in the same area as me. But I think next area might be a bit different. Yeah, next area maybe all the uncle more atas one, they like to sleep until 10 a.m. Then I think 8 a.m. is a nice time to go.
Yeah, just a shout out to our own like podcast channel, right? The draft comes out at 8 a.m. also. So for that day, you get to vote twice. So remember, you go and vote for our draft.
Yeah. Our vote starts at 12 p.m.
Yeah, our vote starts at 12 p.m. So you wake up later, you go and vote your thing. Then while you're waiting in line, you can go and vote for our one also. So,
go watch the video.
To link it back to Gen Z, I think for a lot of Gen Z, right, this will be the first time that they're going to vote.
Yes.
For a lot of So the reason why we're doing an episode specifically on Gen Z is actually initially this was Brandon's idea, because Brandon he always got tell me that he feels that he's aware of Gen Z, but there's a lot of things that he doesn't understand, even though we are like quite close by generation.
Yeah.
So Zion, do you feel that in a similar way we are like a bit distant from Gen Z, or do you feel that the overlap is like quite similar?
The biggest difference I find in terms of Gen Z and us is really the thought process and sort of how they do things lah. Yeah, because in my job I have taken in I think one intern before. Then I also have some cousins that are around the 15, 16 years old range. Then I find that the way they see things and the way they sort of come to conclusions or sort of how they justify things is very different from us.
But do you know why they are known as Gen Z specifically? Like, what does the Z stand for? You know?
No, the Z monster, they like to sleep a lot. Sleep until like 2 p.m.
So actually, like, Gen Z, right, stands for Zoomer. I did not know this. Okay. Yeah, so basically, right, they are the first generation to Zoom onto the internet. I don't know why they didn't say like the online generation or whatever. I think they just want to find a convenient way to link the word Z lah. For whatever reasons. They were born specifically from 1997 to 2012. Gen Z are also often the offspring of Gen X. So it's like the Gen X generation, then after that they lead off to Gen Z. Okay, now let's go into some of the characteristics, right? I think it'll be quite fun. What are some of the characteristics that people born in Gen Z tend to have? Technologically, they are more adept, I would say. I think it's quite obvious that they're the first generation that has grown up in the era with widespread internet. Inclusive culture, they tend to be more diverse. And they are, they embrace different races or like ethnicity and also sexual orientation. I feel they are the forefront of a lot of like, okay, I accept this. Therefore, it becomes like, I accept everything. Then now it's like very wide, the spectrum of things.
Okay, I think there are two ways I look at this. Of course, number one is like you say means when you become too acceptive of everything, right? Then it's very hard to draw a line at where it stops and sort of like, how do you say, like where the distinction stops. Because sometimes I do think that distinction is needed to to categorize things so that we can better know how to treat these different categories. So that is my perspective. So that's number one. Then I think the other thing is that I think it's getting more and more prevalent that for a lot of people, like, they are inclusive, but you cannot say that, because I'm inclusive, you're not inclusive means I cancel you.
Yes,
that to me is like, it's getting more and more prevalent, and a lot of times they do that, then I think that, you are sort of just dropping back into the same hole as where we came from. It's just now in a different perspective, or let's say a different calling.
Yeah. Maybe the perception is that they aggressively tend to push their ideals upon you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel this way also. So you tend to feel like a bit like just because I don't agree with you doesn't mean that I have to be in conflict with you. You know what I mean? Like we can just respectfully don't agree, disagree. Okay, next up is an entrepreneurial mindset. I don't really know if this is a consensus, but they tend to be more desiring for like independent business owners. They don't want to work for someone. They want to work for themselves and then start their own business. So they tend to find more creative ways to generate income, and then largely they're known to prioritize autonomy and flexibility.
No doubt. Yeah. This one I agree. Yeah.
So you work with like these people like that and that have shown this sort of like desire and stuff like that.
I can say that a lot of this, not just entrepreneurial, I think not just business alone. I think a lot of them, they are more inclined now to be so-called self-employed, or let's say they work that kind of like businesses where they just like they don't work 9 to 5 one, so they take on projects, this kind of thing. Or let's say they are like freelance, this kind of thing. Yeah, I do see more of that.
Okay, next one is information seekers. That people they're also socially conscious people. I think Gen Z also, because they adapted to consuming and processing things at very fast. Very vast levels, also very like fast speeds also. They tend to be more skilled multitaskers, I find. Also, it's quite common to have like multiple screens now, but I do feel that because in the age of era that we live, right, especially the TikTok era, I myself also find like there are times where I'll watch TV and I scroll on my phone, or like exactly. So it has, the attention span is not like, I don't know whether is it specifically a Gen Z thing or is it just the era that we're living in sort of thing lah.
Like before I sleep, right? That's why I told you I have, I end up sleeping late because let's say I lie on the bed on 11. I know that I need to sleep by 11:30, but I'll just end up like you keep scrolling. You just 12 past already. Then like, oh shit. Yeah. Okay.
So I think that they are more skeptical of traditional advertising and marketing tactics. So it's like they might doubt stuff or like doubt labels or doubt the sort of things that are put onto. And I think also, to be fair, a lot of things that are put on labels nowadays, you see also like Netflix, they break down like all food labels, they're not true, or like what you do on the internet. Also, there's like a lot of fishy things. So I think that is a fair sort of a perception of view. But I think that they rather seek genuine connections to businesses or people. So it's like, if I feel that I'm connected to you or I know this person, then that maybe I will support you. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's their perception. Not say main one, but a key factor one is that they are sexually fluid. So they tend to be more open-minded towards sexual orientation and tend to view gender as a spectrum. They don't view it as like male, female, like just gay or bi. Now you and I, actually, we are both millennials. We are quite different from Gen Z, but I'm going to now name off the differences between Gen Z and millennials. And then I just want to see whether you agree. Okay? Okay, so value and priorities, right? Our generation is often characterized as the generation that values work-life balance.
Yes.
Okay, so personal growth and meaningful experiences, right, are the main priority for us in work. So for us, when we work, right, we look for job satisfaction. So it's like I have to do something that I like, or I have to feel that I'm working with people that I like. Do you know what I mean? Like, that matters to us. Whereas Gen Z, right, they tend to be more career-driven and, like, how to say, they focus on being successful. I don't know whether you feel it's the same or not. But if you ask me, right, personally, I do feel that when I work, the main priority for me when I work, right, is I have to be happy when I work. Or like, I have to do something that, how to say, with people or a group of people that I enjoy working with. I don't know, is it the same for you or what?
I think it's the same for me. Yeah, but I think the Gen Z part, the one that I would like to add on more is they say, because you see they're very career driven. But I think they are more career driven in the sense that they tend to focus more on like, this is what I want out of a career, then like it's okay if I work in a team to so-called to get what I want.
Information absorption, I think, is similar. So the main difference is that I think that our generation, right, we grew up in an era where there's still a bit of traditional media. So there are cases where we'll appreciate stuff like movies or podcasts that are still like a bit, they are long form, but they are more like in a different sort of information. We still grab information, but we can consume it a bit longer form. Yeah. But I find that maybe the next generation is like, that rather like, it has to be fun or like short form, stuff like that. I also think that the music is different. So like I think that our generation is like, we really like every sort of genre we try. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's like, I like rock, I like emo rock, I like country music, I like rap, I like R&B, it's like everything like that. You're also the same, right?
Yeah. But I think for me, it's more progressive. Like every few years, I'll discover this new genre and like rock. I didn't get into it until I watched Bohemian Rhapsody. Then actually, rock is nice. Right?
Yeah. Then you like a bit more open-minded and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that Gen Z is like more whatever is the viral sort of music, then they follow. So I think there's a reason why there's like Korean music pop like blew up so much, especially in this era, because they are. Okay, so seeing how that we are only one generation before Gen Z, I thought it would be quite fun for us to try some Gen Z sort of challenges and TikTok stuff that we're going to be doing. What is known as, first off, is a lingo challenge. All right. Let's go to the next segment. All right. Now we're going to do what is known as the lingo challenge. We're going to be like sort of diving into the world of Gen Z lingo. A huge part of identifying if someone is from Gen Z, I think, is the terms that they use. Largely because Gen Z is so, say, internet absorbed. I think they pick up a lot of new forms of lingo, and then it's like you have to be in trend, so they constantly like have new words and stuff like that. I also think it's an inclusive thing, it's quite cool to know, like, okay, I know all these small things. Initially, right, when me and Brandon were planning this episode, he said, like, why don't I test you? But to be honest, right, I think I'm quite well-versed in all this lingo stuff. Tion, do you feel that you are well-versed?
No.
Really? No idea at all.
Maybe some of the Chinese lingo I might know. Because most of my videos are China-based videos or Taiwan-based videos,
Well, sadly for you, this is an English-based lingo challenge.
Exactly. I can test you on some of the Chinese words.
Yeah. Maybe if you test me, I'll also get 0. All right, so now we're going to be putting some tiers for the lingo scoring, right?
Yeah.
There are going to be 10 questions, 10 lingo words, right? If you get 9 out of 10, you have a degree in linguistics. Okay?
Okay.
You have a degree in linguistics. If you get 7 or 8 correct, right, you are woke. All right, you're a woke person.
Woke.
Okay. If you get 5 or 6, you're basic. You're just a basic person. Okay. Basic bitch or whatever. The terms that you want to use. Okay, if you get 3 or 4, right, you are sus. Okay, you're a bit like a SARS person. And then lastly, if you get 0 to 2, right, you're gonna get cancelled. Okay.
Wow.
So I think, are you ready? Do you think you can do this?
I'll try.
Okay, you'll try. Okay, first off, the first lingo word. What does Gucci mean?
Oh, Gucci. Does it mean that you are like very rich and like to show off?
I'll let you try again. It's not.
I'm sorry, that's the only thing I can associate Gucci with.
Okay.
Or is it like very bloody, like a lot of like backstabbing kind of thing?
Alright, I'm sorry, Tiyong. That is wrong.
Oh no, why?
Okay, so Gucci, right? Actually means like good. Like it's all good or like we're all cool. So I'm Gucci. You know what I mean? I'm good. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Hey, do you want some more do you want some more fries? No, I'm Gucci. Like, I'm good lah. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm cool already. I don't need.
It's very as bad as what Brandon did for the National Day quiz.
Yeah. But it's okay. He managed to get 3 or 4. All right. Next up, right, is what does on fleek mean?
On fleek?
Yes.
As in FLICK.
FLEEK.
Wow. So I really no ideas, yeah?
On fleek.
Let me guess. What does fleek sound like? On fleek means you're on thin ice, like you're treading very thin, something's going to go wrong soon.
Nice try, Tio. But you want to try again, or do you feel like, nah, I will never get this?
I'll just enlighten me.
Alright, so actually, right, on fleek means like flawless. So you look on point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, you look on fleek today. Wow. Today you really look on fleek. Or your makeup is on fleek.
Why can't you just say you look on point today? Wow. If somebody say I look on point today,
yeah, you get it right. I think on point is our generation. I think. Do you feel?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's why. All right, next up. I think you should be able to get this. Is no cap.
No cap.
Yeah.
Wow, I really don't know, yeah. No cap means no joke.
No. It's similar, but not really. Not really. Yeah, not really lah. Similar, but not really. If you can try to like go along that lines.
No cap. Okay, means there's no limit. Like you can keep going on.
Oh, it's so close, wait. 0 out of 3. So it's like no cap is like no lie.
Oh.
Okay, so like for instance, right? Oh, I just saw Liam kissing Josh. No cap. Like I like there's no lie. I saw that lah. I'm not lying.
Oh.
You get what I mean?
I would say that it's serious. I'm not joking, you know. I tell you,
yeah. That's the way we talk. Yeah, bro, for real.
No joke. I really saw him.
Yeah, for real. For real, I think, yeah, but it's no cap lah. All right, next up is yeet.
Yeet?
Yeah. Yeet.
Y-E-A-T?
Y-E-E-T.
Wow. Yeet. Like yuck. Yeet.
Nice try. Okay, so actually the word yeet, right, it means like I'm very happy. Like it's like an exclamation mark like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. So like I say, oh, I just aced my test, yeet. Like, you know what I mean? Like yeah, yeet. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just passed my test.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. More you know, I guess. Yeah. I find it embarrassing that I know everything. Like when
I find it more embarrassing, I know nothing at all.
No, I think maybe you're old spirit, that's why.
Okay, that if I get 0 out of 10, right, you have to allow me to test you on some Chinese lingo.
Oh, maybe next episode. Not it's a bad one. It would be bad if both of us get zeros. But I think you'll be able to get this one. Okay? What is mood?
Mood?
Mood.
M-O-O-D?
Yeah.
Is it you use like, oh, like this person face is a mood?
This person face is a mood. What does that mean? You explain it to me.
Okay, like how do you say? Like, you know, people like to take pictures of like this dog and looking very sian, or let's say this cat looking very sian. Then I say like, oh, this cat is a mood.
No. Let's try. So actually, right, the word mood, right, is like a relatable feeling or emotion. You know what I mean?
Oh,
or such a mood lah. Or like this person singing this song, right, such a mood. You know what I mean? Like I get the Yeah. Get the vibes or whatever lah.
You feel. We say
I feel. Mood. So, yeah, some of these lingo need to improve. Okay. Next up is IRL. What is IRL?
in real life.
Oh! You got one.
Finally! Yes!
You got one. Yeah. So it means like to differentiate virtual or online.
Yeah.
So it's like in real life lah. So like for instance, like I just saw my best friend in real life instead of like I saw him.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
I just saw
like
Ian Neeson in real life.
Yeah, like for instance, right, I see you now, right, is online lah. But if I say that, I say, no, I saw him in IRL lah.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad. One. 1 out of 6.
Yes.
Come on, try to get 2. All right. Next up, what does snatched mean?
Snatched. Snatched as in like your thing cannot snatch by people.
Yes, snatch. That form of snatch.
Means that the person did this before you, but you already had the idea that you want to do.
So snatch, right? It means like someone who looks amazing. I don't understand why, but it's like that's the term. So it's like wow, her makeup looks on point. Her outfit is snatched. Like she looks amazing lah. Do you know what I mean? Like that sort of description. Okay, next up. What is Zaddy?
Zaddy?
Yeah.
Like daddy,
like daddy with a Z.
Daddy with What is it like the kind of like rap lingo like Zaddy will buy things for you?
Zaddy.
You know, like the kind of like how to say the Africans how they pronounce that like Zaddy. Zaddy.
Okay, so what do you think it means?
Just a cool way of calling like elder person that you're in love with. Like you can't call him uncle and call him Zaddy.
It's along that lines. Come on, Jiang. Come on.
Serious?
Yeah, it's not really like an older person, but like you can reference anyone this. But then like why word Zaddy? Why is Zaddy?
Because he looks like such a
Zaddy,
but a cooler version. Got money, then can pay for what you want to do. This kind of thing.
Okay, I'll accept it. Okay. Yeah. So Zaddy is like a attractive man that is like well put together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a hot daddy lah. Then I mean like
I see.
Yeah, like it's like such a Zaddy, this guy, like Brad Pitt such a Zaddy or something like that lah. Yeah, the African guy is not so bad. So you got 2 out of 8. Come on, you can make it into the sus. Get out of being cancelled. What is snackable?
Oh, snackable means this person is so attractive like you want to eat him up.
Oh no! Come on! It's related to social media content.
Oh, means that this content is so popular that people just consume them like they consume snacks.
Oh, okay. Why?
Why? Because it's so viral, lor.
Or it's easy to
digest.
Keep
eating.
Correct?
Eating.
Oh,
okay, yes. Yeah.
You know what? I'll accept it lah. Yeah. I just want to get you out into the sus category. Yeah, so basically, right, it's like content that is short and easily consumable. Also entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a snackable content. Snackable. Oh, this is so snackable. Yeah, something like that. All right, last one. I don't know whether you'll get this because this is the only one that I didn't know. Like out of the 10, like I had to go and research lah. What is OTP?
Then the 6-digit password when you need to
I knew it.
They'll send to you. Then you know, second wave of what security.
Yeah, every time you go into the banking app, you have to get the OTP. Password. Yeah, no, it's not OTP. Like, it's not that OTP. It's another term. To make a guess.
On the point.
Oh, that's a good guess there, but it's not lah. But as in like that would have been a good guess lah. On the point. Yeah, okay. So actually, right, OTP means one true pairing. So it's like like your favorite fictional couple or like maybe your favorite celebrity couple, right? Say, my OTP is like Bella and Edward. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing lah.
I see.
Yeah, it's a close one. Okay, so for that, right, you get a 3 out of 10. You are in the sus category, but at least you didn't get cancelled.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. At least you tried. Next time, right, I'll give you the opportunity to test me on the
Chinese.
Okay, you can give me one. You try, give me one.
Okay, Chinese, there's this thing called 绿茶婊. If you directly translate, it's called green tea prostitutes.
Oh, people that chase bubble tea.
Okay, the person they're referring to are the generation that will drink bubble tea. But that's not what they mean. Yeah.
So it's like Gen Z people that always chase after the hottest trend.
Something like that, but they chase after the hottest men, not the hottest trend.
Oh, okay. Why? Yeah, but why the green tea?
So I explain first. Like the green tea people are like, they say like, how do you say, like a lot of these girls, they'll act like innocent, they'll act like, I'm very weak, can you protect me, this kind of thing, so that they can sort of like snatch the boy from the girlfriends.
Oh, yeah.
So they are called 绿茶 because out of all the teas, right, green tea is the only one that the longer you put, right, the worse it tastes. Most tea, the longer you put, it actually tastes better.
Huh.
Yeah.
But I like green tea long.
I don't know also.
Interesting.
Then apparently there's this back history of like where this come from. They say there's this part in China that they 2 years ago was some very big scandal because they uncovered some organization that so-called train some of these girls to be professional prostitutes so that they can go hook up rich men. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's why they use the term green tea.
Yes.
Oh, okay. The more you know. Interesting. I think if we ever do a Chinese, I think we have to do a Chinese episode because me and Brandon really damn horrible at Chinese, right? We can try something like that. Like, do you know about a lingo sort of thing? Okay. Okay, next to the next segment.
Get out of here.
Oh, look at the time. The coffee shop is closing. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed the episode, please remember to give it a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe. We have episodes that drops every Monday. But at the same time also, if you're into football, the Football Kaki is back. We have football episodes that drops every Wednesday. And also, if you're into drafts, we have the SG Draft podcast that comes out every Friday. Also, if you are interested to vote for fun topics and like fun tournaments, we have the weekly tournament poll that comes out every Monday. Voting is a recurring thing every day. It comes out the next day as well, but we knock out people on the tournament. This week's tournament will be on Gen Z lingo. So what is the best like Gen Z lingo or like the hardest one to understand? Alright, if you're interested, remember to head over to our Instagram to vote. Okay, Jiyoung, we hope that everyone will be having, first of all, happy voting time. Go and vote. This day. Yeah, so you have a good holiday tomorrow. Go and vote first. And also, we're wishing all the teachers a happy Teachers' Day. I mean, it's like in hindsight now.
Thank you for sacrifice, man.
Yeah, thank you for your sacrifice. Okay. But in the meantime, remember,
a kopi a day keeps your trouble away.
Can I get a ooh-wee? Wakiba. Yeah, I think that's the most. Or the other one is the super shy, but wait. Oh, enough. I'm going to listen to a podcast now and go watch something. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.